doesn't work that way. So there's something you might get confusing. You might constantly be taking, actions, constantly be taking actions, but when they're not inspired actions, the slight edge works for things like, bodybuilding, your finances. But when you've gotten to that peak point, yes, and you you don't do the inner child work, you revert back to where you started. You revert back to your baseline. So yes, meditation, inner child work, these are things you need to consider. These are things you need to consider. The high, the poised introvert. Hmm. How did you get the name? I'm talking about the slight edge. I'm talking about the slight edge, the book The Slight Edge. If you've not read it, just try to read it. But what I want everyone to understand is, like taking positive actions work. In fact, they do, because if you're not taking a positive action, you're taking a negative action. You get, for example, if you're meant to be sleeping by this time and you're doing something else, you know, you're awake by the wrong time and, you just need that rest. So you see, you can't be in the middle. There's no middle. It's only you drifting to the right or you drifting to the left. So when you constantly put in the work, but haven't done the inner child work, you possibly would achieve something, but then you revert back to your baseline. That's something people really don't talk about. You revert back to your baseline because you've not done the inner child work and you don't consider meditations properly. There are lots of ways to do meditations. There are lots of ways to do meditations. I don't intend to make this live so long because I also need to sleep. Yep. And thanks for being on this live. I don't know how the Substack live works. I've not been on anyone's live, but if you're able to send a message, just send a hi, and I'd like that. I'd like to say hi. Okay, that's no problem. Thank you so much. Thanks. Peace. Good night. And I'm sending love to every single one who has just watched this.